Hey everyone, welcome back to News with Sonic, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. And back with another Marvel Spider-Man 2 Spidey photo mode submission. This is going to be fun. I love doing these. Sorry it's a little late. Well, at least it's a little late in my time. So depending where you're at, it could be probably pretty early. We're going to go right ahead and jump into it. Before we do that, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click on the bell notifications so y'all don't miss anything, and join my Discord. Invitation link to that is in the description, along with the links to my social media, which you can also follow me there in case you want to see other kinds of content, especially on my TikTok. I'm uploading frequently once again. So if you want to check that out, all the links to all that good stuff is in the description box below. So let's go ahead and jump right into it because we got a lot of cool Spidey photos to go over. And there were some, Spidey photos that I managed to take a little sneak peek at during the week. I try not to look at it as much until the day that I got to do Spidey photo mode, which is Fridays, and that's today. And we're going to go ahead and start with DJ McCallum. So this one comes from DJ McCallum on Discord, and I like this one. There's a lot going on, and it looks perfect. And also, everything just pops out. I like the use of the classic, well, what's now regarded as a classic, well, Into or Across the Spider-Verse costume on Miles Morales. And there's a bubble that says, huh? Plus, you got the Venom sticker. I actually never managed to play around with the comic book photo mode stuff. I never actually managed to play around with it. I got to do that and check that out sometime. But this is very creative because it would seem that Miles Morales is the center, like the main focus of like the actual Spider-Man in this comic. It's like it's his. And every other character, including Peter Parker Spider-Man in his black suit, which is arguably more popular than Miles Morales, is a supporting character. And it looks like he's just falling or getting ready to like maybe shoot a web line at some point. Miles is in the front and center. You got a lot going on around here. You got the classic sticker that, comic books used to do back in the day when they would put like the little corner. It would tell you the price and the number of the issue that came out. And you got New York City in the background. I really like it. My suggestion to you for like Miles to pop out a little bit, maybe use a little bit more aperture around like the city in the background. So that way Miles can pop out just a little bit. Just dial it up just a tad. And I think it'll look even better. Also, maybe, use a little bit more color, but I think this looks phenomenal overall. Plus, I like the use of like, the classic comic book that's in the background, which is of the Amazing Spider-Man 300, I think. I'm sorry. The Venom is back. And I actually like this comic. Not the Amazing Spider-Man 300. My apologies. This is like during Todd McFarlane's run, like when he was drawing Spider-Man. He just made Spider-Man look so cool. I love the way he drew him. All right, so that's one right there. And I'm going to give that a little fire. This one I like. I mean, I totally understood that reference, but that's from the same guy. Now, the next one is from Legion of Ilgor. I'll definitely give you a little flame there. Legion of Ilgor took this shot in Marvel Spider-Man 2, and it's of Spider-Man the cat and the costume. And I like this one because it looks almost realistic. So if you were to squint your eyes a little bit, it does look a bit realistic. The lighting in this is perfect, from like the lights hitting like the knuckles and the fingers of Miles to like the side of the mask, and the shadows look awesome. And like there's a little bit of shadows right there on the eyes, which looks really nice as well. I think this looks amazing. Even the lighting and like the details and the brick patterns look really realistic, and they look super detailed. So I really love that a lot. Great shot, Legion. Dang, that's a really good wallpaper. If you have a chance, if you guys are going to join my Discord, then look for this picture and make this your wallpaper, because it really makes like a cool wallpaper. I like how like the hands in the foreground and it's like the main focus. And even though nothing in the background is blurred out, it looks cool. It looks like he's crawling out of your phone if you were to use this like a wallpaper. It looks awesome. I love it. Next one. Let me see what this one is. It's a Pew Pew. He submitted this shot from Discord. It's a Miles Morales in the What I Do Best suit, but it's like all black. So it's like the all black variant. Taking down one of those dogs or those birds. And it looks like he was finishing, like taking this thing down, this machine down. It looks awesome. I like it. I think he used like one of the bleak filters. I can't remember the name of the filters, but it looks pretty cool across. I would have liked a little bit of lighting around, like maybe like a light sphere or a spotlight, just to be, aimed around Miles, just to give it a little bit more pop. But I think overall it's a pretty cool picture. So thank you, Pew Pew, for submitting this shot. Let's see the next one. This one is from G, and he submitted 2 shots. So, now that I think about it, I wish Miles did get his actual, I wish he actually did get an actual symbiote storyline where he actually got a symbiote costume as well. But he does have symbiote costumes, but they don't do anything. I think he would have been way overpowered. Venom power with symbiotes. Dude, he would have been crazy. I'm going to pick this one because of the way this is angled. It looks pretty cool. Miles Morales' Spider-Man looks really badass. Looks like he's been entangled by a lot of tendrils. And I really like it a lot. Thank you, G, for submitting this shot. It looks amazing. Sorry if I yawned a little bit, though. I am a bit tired. Barely got any sleep last night. All right. Now, next one here. Let's see what else I can find. Here's one from Magnipool. I like this one a lot. It's a Spider-Man in the fire, or at least in front of the fire. Maybe he got done doing one of those cult fireside missions or something like that, and there's like fire in the background. And might have used a bit of a sphere light or a spotlight or something, because around Spider-Man's like black costume, which is, I think, is still the Insomniac one, there's a little bit of like bluish purple lighting that's kind of reminiscent to like the classic costume from like the actual 80s and 90s, where the comic books, Marvel Comics, used a little bit of blue or purple shading to like make it pop out a little bit, so that way people would know that he's wearing a black suit. It looks pretty decent. I love how dark it is all over the picture, with the exception of the fire in the center and Spider-Man, of course, like sort of lit a little bit with like the lighting. I really like this one a lot. Thank you so much, Magdi. That is an impressive shot, and I'll give that, of course, a little flame for fire. All right, what else do we got here? Okay, this is of, well, I mean, I only see P or DP. I wonder what that could be. And I went through a few of the shots that he submitted here. He submitted 4 shots, right? And if I had to pick my favorite one, wow, it's actually kind of hard. So I'm torn between this one, because I like the up close, apertured out sort of like hand here, and then you got Venom with his gnarly teeth and his nasty saliva inducing tongue. It's like just all over the place, which looks really cool in my opinion. Or you got this one where the lighting is peak perfection. It's like he got done finishing like destroying that little chopper right there, and he was already jumping off of that. I think I'm gonna pick this one only because the lighting is perfect. I love the use of purple lighting, but that could be also from the billboard as well, and also like all like the liquid or sweat or whatever it is that's coming, like emanating from Venom, I guess you can say, and the tongue sticking out midair while he's in there, and his jaw that's like gaping like really wide. It's perfect. I really like this one a lot. I like the use of diesel. I just wish like we had more of a close up, kind of like this one, because like I said before, I was torn between this one and that one. But I gotta say, maybe both of these shots are just really good, because I can really appreciate this one as well. This looks fantastic, and Venom does look really intimidating, monstrous, and scary. So this looks awesome. I like that one a lot. So way to go, P. I really appreciate the shots that you submitted there. Let's see what else we got over here. Ooh, this one's cool. I like this one too. This one's submitted by some young guy. And this one's pretty cool. However, I only wish he was wearing a different costume, because I don't really like that suit, actually. It's kind of boring, in my opinion. And that's where you get to fight Peter. See, Venom looks badass here in this shot. But I'm probably going to have to go with this one. Now, there's not really much you can do in a cutscene, but I picked the shot because it's kind of like poster worthy, if you think about it, or maybe you want to use it as a wallpaper for like your phone or your tablet. There's something about Venom holding Kraven by the head that's like that really says like, bam, I got you, or like, yes, I'm better than you, or I'm stronger than you, or you can't beat me, kind of thing. You know, it says a lot. And when I saw this happening and Kraven got what he wanted, where like he was after like a challenge, I had this feeling in the back of my head going like, yeah, I think it's gonna take Venom for Kraven to be satisfied, and I was right. Then when he picked him up, I'm like, oh yeah, Venom's he's gonna kill him. But never did I ever anticipate that Venom would bite his head off. And I'm like, wow, they went that way? They went that dark? They really went to that extent, to that extreme? Jeez, that's intense. But anyway, I love the shot overall because of what it is, not because of like you know, you did anything special with like any lighting or whatever. That's the way the scene looks. And I think this scene alone looks fantastic. So thank you once again, Summoning Guy, for submitting the shot. Now, the next one, this is interesting. This one got my attention. This one's from Pew Pew as well. So sometimes, you know, some people might get like acknowledged like more than once at least. This one's interesting because it's like Spider-Man has has gone to the dark side, and he's also remembering where he came from or what he's a part of. And you can say it's kind of symbolic in a way. It could have been intentional, like the shot was taken like this. But having the A in the palm of your hand, like A for Avengers, It's pretty symbolic. It's like he's in the dark side, but like he's sort of remembering who he is and what he's built, and or at least what he has, who he has built this with. I think it's pretty symbolic overall, so I really like the shot. It's not the best shot, but I think I like it, and I can appreciate it because of its symbolism, I guess you can say. So, way to go, Pew Pew. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? This one's cool. If, like, it was probably taken from, like, the movie, like, Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse. I'm glad that they brought the suit from Miles in, because I was wondering where it was in Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. This one's from Greater_Together, who submitted a shot. I think it's a wonderful shot. Interesting use of colors. I don't remember the name of the filter that you use, but there's a lot of reds and blues and like a little bit of like soft white. But the reds and blues, like those reds and blues accents really pop. And it's really cool. It's really reminiscent of the actual Into the Spider-Verse movies, which looks awesome. Like those movies are amazing. But great shot, man. I really love this one, Greater Together. Thank you so much for submitting this one. All right, we got like about maybe 2 more. Okay, this is from Danny Matt. Now, the reason why I picked this one is because I like everything that's going on in the background, plus the good use of like orange lighting, which looks phenomenal. Makes Spider-Man's costume and Spider-Man overall kind of like pop and look even more realistic than he already does. And also, it's not often that I do get shots submitted where Spider-Man's actually using his mechanical arms and he's getting ready to attack or he just finished attacking. The thing is that I had hoped that maybe there was more use of the mechanical arms in the game. Whereas they're just like quick attacks and they immediately dissipate. They don't stay with you. They're not suit powers either. I mean, I guess you can call it a suit power, but they didn't bring back suit powers in the sequel. So, but still, I had wished that we can keep them, and I had wished that like we didn't have to use them to pose with them. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can pose with them. You can enable the mechanical arms to pose with. But then again, I think you have to do the attack, or at least be doing the attack, to be able to get a shot of Spider-Man using his mechanical arms, which I think looks phenomenal. This is a phenomenal shot. Classic Spidey pose, all the way, posing downwards. You got a lot going on in the background, an explosion, but the aperture is used perfectly here in the shot. So thank you once again, Danny Matt, for submitting this one. Definitely give that a fire as well. So let's see what else that we got here. That's actually pretty hilarious. I don't know how you managed to do that during a cutscene, but that's actually pretty hilarious. I'll give you that, Velvet. But no, not the shot that I want to use as my final one. Oh my God. These shots are great, man. I think this is it. I'm getting this a flame and a perfect. This is from Velvet. So he submitted 4 beautiful shots, right? You got the classic, you got the what they call the symbiote, what Insomniac calls the symbiote suit. But out of all the 4 shots, this one's my favorite. Only because it's raining intensely in the shot. Great use of bleak colors and great use of minimal white lighting, where like his suit pops out because you can see like the white light, shining on certain parts of his suit, where it gives it that 3D look. And I like how like every single raindrop is hitting like the ground, or in this case the top of the building. You can actually see the actual droplets mid splash, and Spider-Man's right there in the center. It's perfect. It's like the perfect cover for a dark Spider-Man story. It'd make the perfect cover for a dark Spider-Man comic series. This is perfect. I love it. Oh my God. Wow. Talk about thumbnail. Like that is thumbnail quality. So I'm going to have to use this one, Velvet, but wonderful shot. Thank you so much for submitting that. That was incredible. Thank you so much. And that's pretty much it for today's Marvel Spider-Man 2 photo mode submission. Let me know if you are interested in submitting your shots for the next episode of Marvel Spider-Man 2 photo mode submissions. And if you are, be sure to send them my way on either my Instagram. If not, you can tweet at me, or not at me, but you can actually tweet using the hashtag SpideyPhotos. And once again, hashtag SpideyPhotos, I'll be able to find you. And if I do find photos with that hashtag, then I might consider it, using it as an option as, for Marvel Spider-Man 2 photo mode submissions. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful night or day, wherever it is that you're at. And as always, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notifications so y'all don't miss anything. Dislike the video if you did. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.